Welcome to the analysis of another beautiful poem by John Keats, Ode to Autumn. The written analysis of this poem is also available on our website, the link of which is given in the description box below. Ode is a lyric poem that expresses intense feelings and thoughts. In the lesson today, we'll be talking about the introduction of the poem, the summary of the poem, the structure of the poem, the theme of the poem, and the poetic devices that are used in the poem. Now, before analyzing the text, let me introduce you to the poem. Ode to Autumn is written by a romantic poet, John Keats, which is considered his final work in Keats' 1819 Odes. This ode was composed in September 1819 and published in the very next year, 1820. It describes a journey through the season from late crop maturation to harvest and the last days of October as winter approaches. Ode to Autumn specifically is written to praise nature, for it has blessed us with the autumn season. In the beginning of the poem, the sun and autumn conspire to bless the trees with ripened fruits. The autumn is linked with the granary floor, and in the second stanza, autumn is represented as a woman by John Keats. The woman is mostly seen sitting on the granary floor, taking rest, and sleeping in the fields calmly, and found in front of cider press, while watching the squeezing of apple juices. In the third stanza, autumn is told not to wonder where the spring songs have disappeared. Instead, autumn should enjoy her music. Clouds sparkle with the sunlight, and tiny gnats moan like a blowing wind over the sallow trees. The lambs bleat from hills, crickets started to sing, and robin whistles from the garden. The poem ends with the swallows, who gather and sing for their upcoming migration. Now, Ode to Autumn has multiple themes like passage of time, solace of beauty, and nature. The first theme that we are going to discuss is the passage of time. New time, new life, new things, and new beauty. That is the main motive of this poem in the theme of the passage of time. Keats conveys the message not to be afraid of change, as it will bring something better than the previous. Change happens by nature, which is beautiful. Try to explore its beauty instead of getting disturbed. The next is Ode to Autumn as a nature poem. Nature always attracts Keats more than anything, like most of the romantic poems, and we can find nature theme in almost all the odes of 1819 written by him. Character is represented in vegetables, fruits, trees, flowers, and animals like insects, birds, and even lambs. Nature is powerful. It can mold anything and turn the ugliest things into the most beautiful items. The third and the last theme of the poem is solace of beauty. Beauty always gives comfort, and when you sit in the lap of nature like Keats, you will explore the true meaning of a relaxing mind. When you are tired of the miseries of this world, there is only one thing that will always be here to soothe you, and that is nature. Now let's talk about the structure of the poem. Ode to Autumn is a lyric poem. The rhyme scheme is ABAB, CDEC, CCE. The poem consists of 3 stanzas. Each stanza consists of 11 lines. The tone of the poem is lively, revealing the richness of the autumn season. Coming towards the poetic devices that are used in the poem, the first poetic device that we are going to talk about is imagery. The poet has used imagery to visualize emotions and feelings, to evoke smell, taste, sight, and hearing. The example of imagery in this ode are full-grown lambs, mossed cottage trees, thatched-eyed granary floor, fume of poppies, plump the hazel shells, and sweet kernel. The next poetic device that we are going to talk about is personification. We know that personification is giving human attributes to non-human things. Personification is used in the opening line of the poem, in which the sun and autumn season are called friends, which help ripen the fruits and vegetables. Sun and autumn are given the human quality of friend, like season of mist and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of the maturing sun. The next poetic device that we are going to discuss is apostrophe. It is an apostrophe that the phrase or stanza in which the poet speaks to another person or absent things. Thus, for example, in the 12th line of the poem, the speaker addresses to the autumn season, which is an imaginary character and is not present. The next poetic device is symbolism. When two different things are given the same qualities with a symbolic meaning, symbolism is represented. For example, in the poem, autumn is symbolized as a woman and the sun as a male character. However, they are very different in their literary meanings. Now that was a brief analysis of the poem. The written analysis of this poem is available on our website and you are more than welcome over there. See ya!